let's... trying to think of how I want to start doing things next. So we got a bunch of ore, but we're not processing it fast enough, so it might do put another ore refiner, or metal processor, in there. Let that get built. I think also we're gonna want some more starch production. So I'm gonna put some wheat pads in here. They'll be producing more food for us, so that'll be fine. And let's put in a couple of veg. So that's going to eat pretty much all of our plastic, making these wonderful house plants. But that's what plastic's for. Tacky house plants. True science fact. That's why it was made. So we just produced a plastic. It's going to be used for that one. That's fine. Got a new radish pad, so we should start producing a little bit more food. I don't think we've ever had any issue. Let's see, what do we get? We got a worker. Okay. I'm going to tone down letting colonists in, because we're actually right at about where I want to be for the moment. So we're going to leave that alone for a bit, let things kind of stabilize. I need to see how our food stores are going to hold out here. Electricity-wise, I think we're pretty okay. This guy keeps the batteries from draining too much during the night. And at full tilt, he basically is able to produce a lot of the power that we need during the night anyway, looks like. So that's fine. Have no plastic at the moment, but we will shortly, because this guy's plugging away. His little doobly doop is going up and down there, rocking back and forth, doing whatever it does. And there we go. We just produced a starch off the rice pads. I think you generally want to have, I don't know what good ratios are, but you want to make sure that you have some extra wheat or extra starch plants as opposed to extra food plants, just because you need the starch for so many things. Well, not so many things, but you need the plastic for so many things, and for that you then need the starch. Alright, Trader Joe, what do you got? Let's sell you a couple of med packs, because we're producing those pretty quickly. Oh, and you give me a pretty good deal here. Let's take as much as we can. Go down to 100. Yeah, I'll do that. That is a fair deal. So we got 12. So we can afford that. I'm wondering if I want to put in another canteen down here. It looks like our food supplies are not tenuous, but I think we're getting near the upper limit, although I might be wrong. I'm not sure how much food we're producing versus consuming quite yet. I feel like we're being successful here. I felt that way about the other one, then, you know, about an hour into it's not even actually. I think that total session ended up being like a little over 40 minutes. So not even an hour we'd driven the damn thing into the ground. We do have a bunch of cash now, though, and that'll be useful. One of the things that I like to prioritize is buying the robot blueprints, because if we can, again, devote some of the more menial tasks like mining or carrying stuff to robots, then we don't need as much for people to do that, so that people can devote themselves to production things. We are going to want, though, I just realized this. we're going to want a factory here, because we're running low on spare parts. That's not pretty. It's not a good thing. So I'm actually going to try to fit you... Yeah, let's put you there. Not as close to the storage area as I'd have liked. But I suppose we'll survive. Ooh, okay, so we almost used all of our electricity last night. Which is not a good thing. And we did use all of our electricity. Now, this is able to produce enough that we're not... we have a surplus. And it's charging it pretty quickly, but that does indicate we're probably going to want another, maybe it's time for another windmill over here. Is there any way I can like connect this in? Not so that's the only thing connecting it. Doesn't look like it. So let's go for a big one. Put it out there. Patch the two up. You do your thing. So those need constructed, and that needs constructed, but it's almost ready. Excellent. So I don't think we got around to this in the other game, but we'll start producing spare parts here, which uses 1 plastic and 1 metal to produce, I think, 2 spare parts, which are necessary for, obviously, repairing things and whatnot. You're at a 35% commission. That's fantastic. I have a lot of stuff to spare. Well, I guess we're not, since we're using the plastic for other things, those medicinal plant leaves are just going to be sitting about. So let's see what we can get for those. Oh, a little too far. I always do that. Get a little too happy on just holding the button down. Go. Yeah. Trade. So we have enough med kits. We're not using them too quickly, so I think we're probably safe to revert to that. Oh, we got another sandstorm. So, go, robot, go! You're gonna get so destroyed. Not you, but your quality is just gonna be ruined. Now, your robots will eventually just break. Their integrity will just eventually be destroyed, because their condition can be repaired, but their integrity ultimately will lead to a just irreparable breakdown. So we are charging the generators with this sandstorm. You are producing less, though. Our solar panel is not as effective during a sandstorm, as you know that makes sense, right? We are, between these two, we are producing enough energy to continue charging the battery. So even if this continues through the night, not going to be that big of a deal. Oh no! Oh, they're so slow. Why did you go outside during the sandstorm? Yeah, I'd be sad too, E.B. Sosa. You can't... No, you can't rename people. Yeah, okay. How is our overall morale? I think you can see that in the graph, right? No, actually. It is not one of the things that you can see, unless it's in the stats. Welfare is poor, prestige is minimal. Well, I'm betting the sandstorm isn't being helpful. Yeah, that's really hurting these guys. Ugh, that's gonna mean so many used up med kits. Okay, that's worn off, so you guys are going to have to go to the med bay to get yourselves patched up, but that's going to eat up most of our supply of medical kits, unfortunately. Goodbye, sweet prince. Oh, okay, that just hit the mine. That's... You know what? That's not the worst thing to have happened. And it didn't kill anybody. Nobody died. So, net win for us, I think. I think we're producing. good amount of starch here. We're producing more food, more base food than I think we're consuming. Our meals are just holding steady because there's only, like, the meal makers only have so much space to be able to produce meals. Let's put in another telly on this side so that people can watch a little bit of TV, or another amount of people can watch a bit of TV. Oh, I guess these are only used when someone gets like a broken leg or something. That's actually really good to know. I'm really pleased to find that out. And we just made some more spare parts. And we might want to put in a second drinking fountain in here as well. So let's do that. Just because I'm seeing more people than I'd like with little hydration needs above their head. So let's water everywhere. Let's give them something to drink, right? That's how the saying goes. And it looks like probably have room for more plastic to be generated. That's our water consumption. Okay, so we're good there. Batteries are fully charged. Is there something to be said for another battery, though? So we've got the metal for it, so that's not the issue. Could also fit a mine here, like that. So let's try that. Let's put the mine there. Then we can actually probably run the battery through the mine. Because, yeah, mines only need metal. We got plenty of that. So that'll do that. And then we'll put a medium power collector. There was a spot. There it is. So let's run it through there. There we go. That could be worse. Trade ship? What do you want? What are you willing to give me? What is this? We can get like a super huge solar panel. I'm actually gonna let you go. Well, this looks nice. Yeah, we are producing more now. You know what? We're fine. We don't need your whatever. So you guys are pretty much just keeping things running. Oh no, you're actually powering up the new battery. Sweet. It might do to put, since we got a dorm over there, it might do to put another dorm over here as well. Let's do that. Let's put a dorm. Just branch it right off of this, because this area is kind of boxed off at this point anyway. So put another dorm there, so we got another bed. I might want another storage depot here too. Not because we need it, but just because of the closeness factor might be helpful. I think our food levels have normalized enough, in as much as I'm comfortable in letting the settlement continue expanding at this point. So let's turn landing permissions back on. And I'm still okay with this composition for the most part, because I need workers to work the mines to get stuff. So let's just put in the one bed over here. So we got, this one isn't being continually utilized. This is more for like a, what you want to call it, ease of use, so that people don't have to walk for miles to get to the only bed. Okay, so that's using 2. You're producing that. You're producing plastic. All is well. I do want this to be prioritized. If there is a way to produce spare parts, I want you to make sure that it's happening. There we go. See, we just need a little bit of an extra nudge there. Who did we just pick up? We just picked up some colonists, and I have no idea what we just got. What did we just get? We just got an NG, which is fine. Pleased with that. NGs are going to start becoming more important later on, but just initially... excuse me. Initially, they're useful for building stuff, and then this is probably going to be our mid-game thing, and then once we get into building robots, then they'll be useful for maintenance and producing robots. Probably going to want a canteen down here, too. So let's put a... let's see. If I put it on both... Can I connect it to both of them? Come on. Nope. That. There we go. I can't. Okay, let's do that. How many people have we picked up? I think... Let me slow the game down. Charts... Population. So I think we just got another 2. This looks like a 2 jump. This looks like a 2 jump. Okay. I might let one more colonist ship come through, and then we'll again reevaluate our food needs. Though, I mean, it still looks like we're okay. I just want to make sure. I'd rather, you know, have an abundance of food and then get like a surprise famine. You know? Let's power that in over there too. Okay, so that structure's been built and you are now connected. Which means table, water fountain, vending machine. Telly. It's gonna be a lot of plastic, but we'll just have to find it and produce it. Are we on power collection? Okay, so the solar panels by themselves are enough to support, so we're only charging the batteries if the fans are running. Nope, that's way too much. Too rich for my blood. You're hungry. We got food. Why are you hungry? I guess you just got down to such a level that you needed to. I'm an idiot, whatever. Put in here. Tomato pad and a bean pad. Again, a little bit of extra starch, a little bit of extra specific food focus. I think we'll be okay with that. So that's running. That's running. Plastic that's being cycled into the biodome there, which is fine. That's actually getting kind of full. Might want to slip a storage area here. Honestly, one of the small ones is still probably sufficient for the needs that we have. think I can hold off for a little longer. Probably not too much more. Have we gotten... Maybe let the population go up to 30 and we'll see where that puts us. Hey, we got a power thing, or a tomato thing. Oh boy, okay, so we used a lot of our power in the night. But the solar generators are going to come on, the fans are, or the windmills are slightly working. Okay, just got up to 30, so let's turn the landing permissions off again. And we're about where we need to be, so that's excellent. Our mines should constantly be working. We've got enough workers about to be able to make that a reality. We got a vending machine put in. We should have a vid screen here. Yep, they're producing dinners of various kinds. No patents. I really want the patents. I guess we're not really... The game isn't going to prioritize that because we're not really building anything that needs it. Right. Things got 55% commission. No, thank you. I will sell you some plants, though. Ah, are you kidding me? That's fine. I'll take... Yeah, I can live with hope. Slightly off. Net output here. The reason I keep selling the leaves too is because we're using the plasteel fast enough that it's not getting turned into. They're not getting turned into med kits. So. Rather than having them just sit around doing nothing, might as well sell them off. Okay. So we are getting more ore and a lot of metal production. So that's good. I believe I am going to want... Huh. Oh boy. So we're going to run out of power here unless the wind kicks up, which it is. So that might save our bacon a little bit. But no, not really. Nope, the wind went away, so we're going to run out of power. That's out. This one is draining. And we are out of power. Come on, wind! At least make it so the O2 generators don't shut off. Don't do this to me again, game. Don't kill my entire base. So I will make sure, I promise I will make sure we get more oxygen. Oh no. This is bad. Wind! Save me! Turn the speed down here. How bad are your oxygen needs? Okay. So no one is dying yet, so that's good. The wind is trying to pick up and turn some things on. Yet, game is panicking me here. So let's put in another solar panel. There's a sweet spot here. Yep. Let's connect it to that and connect it to that. This is bad. Alright, that's helping. What is our grid looking like? Okay, it's daytime, so that should start producing more energy for us. And stop the mass decay of power from getting in. Okay, there we go. So, power is still struggling. We're still struggling to produce enough power. So we're using 71 overall. So I guess I want to make sure I'm producing probably around 100, or probably at least around 70 as much as possible. It also might mean I need a new battery. So let's put in a new battery. It's going to be a place over here I can fit it, right? There we go. Put that in. We got plenty of metal, which is what these outside things need, so should be perfectly fine to set that stuff up. Let's put in a wind turbine. Oh, there's a spot. There we go. So let's put you there. Connect that up. We shall not go quietly into the night. So, I'm going to start draining our power again. Pretty quickly, unless that wind kicks back in. The wind is helping, but we're not producing quite enough yet. No, actually I'm okay with where we're at right now for our economy. I don't want to sell anything, because I don't feel like we're having a particular explosion of anything. Oh, all this stuff really got screwed over in our power outages. People were tired because they were having to flee the oxygen-deprived areas to higher oxygenated ground, so to speak. We are probably going to make it through the night just fine. So we're not losing power quick enough that I think we'll crash. Do we have... Oop. So that's not turned on. I am starting to get a little worried about our food stocks, because these just aren't being enabled to produce, because I guess everything just went to hell in big crash. So power levels should start going up now. Yes, we're producing a slight, no, actually producing a pretty good excess. Yeah, that'll be good. So that'll get these batteries up. And our biologists are really kind of failing us on the whole making food front. But I think we're at a point where we're going to need, one, to put in a cut, and two, to build a second biodome to continue our food production. So I think I will. Let's get these few things placed here. I can't connect those two. Okay. And then let's put in another storage here. I feel like the large size one, or the medium size one, is probably good enough for our needs here. We'll patch these two together. How's our water supply? Okay, so we're good. So I just want to do a couple last minute checks here before we sign off. I think we're okay. We survived an entire session, guys. So that happened. Okay, these things are starting to produce again, which is good. And our oxygen supply is plenty. And we're going to get hit by a sandstorm here. How thrilling and exciting. Stuff is, I mean, it's getting used, but we're still okay. Alright. Let's, definitely survive through the night on our 3 windmills. Wind turbines, I suppose, because they're not windmills, because windmills produce grain, wind turbines produce electricity. like the lighting effects. That's cool. Little lights coming out the domes. You'd think, like, for things like this, like, you could coat the outside of the dorm in solar panels. Because the purpose of the dorm is to, you know, kind of disallow as much lighting as possible so people can sleep at any time. So you think, you know, if you covered this in solar panels, you'd be able to intake a little more energy. Okay, what do you got? What are you selling at? 60%. You can go away. Go away, good sir. Alright, so we are lacking in food. So I really need this biodome up, like, yesterday. If you don't mind, guys. If someone could bring out a plastic, that would be great. Can anyone bring out a plastic? Oh no, the biodome's up. Oops, I'm an idiot. That was the storage bay. Okay, so let's, Oh, did I build the small one? I built the small one again. Shoot the beds. Well, that's fine. I'll just do that. That should be fine. That'll at least give us a little bit more food. I suppose. I mean, what we're really gonna need now is more biologists. Are more biologists, I suppose I should say. I know I'm running this a little bit longer than I wanted to, but that's fine. So we'll make sure that this stuff gets set up. Do we have... Okay, so you're bringing stuff out here. I still really would like to get the storage up so these guys don't have to trek for ages to drop stuff off. That would be nice, team. Producing stuff still. And our food levels, I mean, we're not starving yet. Yet being the operative word, but still, we're not starving yet. So all those are made. You're bringing a thing around so these things get set up. And hopefully some NG somewhere will come out and fix it. We got a lot of metal. That's the thing. There we go. Our storage bay. It's now been hooked in. Excellent. I really would like this one. This one would be the more optimal one to build game. So when the food production gets done, they can just drop it right in the storage. Excellent. There we go. Alright, so I think it's finally time to call it quits for this one. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've appreciated the new series. It's a fun game. I've been enjoying playing it. It's difficult. It will hand you your butt on a silver platter sometimes, but it's fun. And I think it adds a level of challenge in city building and living on the edgeness, a really tight line between your okay and your hosed. And that's fun. That makes the micromanagement of the game, I think, a lot more interesting and appealing and significant. So we'll be probably doing some more of this in the future, seeing how far we can get Swordbase beta to go. So thank you once again. Likes, comments if you're enjoying the series or have any tips, because God knows I don't know what I'm doing half the time in this. I'm just kind of doing what looks right. But those are always appreciated. And until next time, you have a lovely day.